Greetings, I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Hornets. In addition to first pick, we also have the 10th pick in the upcoming draft and are looking at you with one of those picks. We would like to get to know you better by asking you a couple questions. Let's get to it. What do you think you'll bring to a franchise as far as marketability?
Man, I bring a smile, a hard work ethic, and some really bad dance moves, man. I feel like people can really relate to me, really get behind me, feel me?
Interesting. Next question. How did you feel about your game tonight? What stood out to you?
It wasn't the best game I've ever played, that's for sure. I'm often very critical of my play. I tend to focus on the things I did wrong and learn from those. I'm just not that guy that's going to gloat about the things that I did do well. My mom always told me that for every right in the world, there's a wrong. I'm trying to eliminate the wrongs from my game, you feel me?
That's great. Those answers were music to our ears. With any luck, you'll fall to us in the draft. Greetings. I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Bobcats. We have the second pick in the draft, and I'm considering using it on you. I'd like to ask you a couple questions real quick if you don't mind. I feel like we have our point guard of the future in Kemba Walker, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't look at all available options in the draft. How do you think you compare to Kemba?
Kimba's alright, I guess. I mean, I can tell you for sure that I'm going to be better than him. I'm not saying eventually that'll be the case. I'm telling you that's the case right now. That's no disrespect to him, though. He could be the best backup in the league. But plain and simple, I'm just the better player, man.
Next question. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you that you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple of years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years?
Yeah, but with a caveat. If the direction of the team keeps changing towards becoming a contending team, I'll be happy being a part of the rebuilding process. If I start to feel like decisions are being made because of money instead of talent, chances are I'm going to start becoming unhappy.
Some interesting answers. Thanks again for your time. Greetings. I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Washington Wizards. We have the third pick in the draft, and I'm considering using it on you. I'd like to ask you a couple questions real quick if you don't mind. Now, obviously, you play at arguably our strongest position in point guard. John Wall is our centerpiece, and who we're building this team around. Right now, our focus is to add talent and depth around him and see how far he can take us. Would you be comfortable not being the focus of a team, as we already have a franchise cornerstone?
Man, my focus is, and always has been, on winning. If the focus isn't on me when we're doing that, that's fine, because we're getting those W's. I think John and I could complement each other really well. And if we get our work done and take this team to the top, then nobody will care who the star is and all that noise. It's all about winning to me, man.
Let's see, one more question, if you don't mind. This question is more about how you feel about what we're doing here in Washington. We're a young and upcoming team that is gathering youth to make us more competitive. It's going to be a difficult process, and we can't expect to be a contender in year one. Are you prepared to deal with the highs and lows of an up-and-coming team?
Oh, most definitely. Looking at the roster you have, I love all the young talent on that thing. You got players at every position that are just oozing with potential, man. Oozing. This is a great team for me to get in with while we all grow together as a team. We could definitely be challenging for the East Crown within a few years, man. That's for sure.
Thanks so much for your time. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we would be ecstatic if you're still on board when it's our turn to pick.